Hey Grandpa, this is the N8N automation video for how to use the N8N automation to get the beat sheet and the outline. So I'm going to start right from scratch so you know how to do everything. So step one, just go to google.com and then you want to go over here and switch the account to the Novel Crafter account. This is the shared email. Once you're in it, if you go to Google Apps, these 9 dots, click on this, and these are the two main things you need for the automation, the Google Drive and then the Gmail. If it's not up here, use the scroll bar to find the Drive or the Gmail whenever you need them. So going to the Novel Crafter Drive, and then you want to go to My Drive right here, click that. And so everything in here is going to be what you need for your new book. So this is where currently the automation will look for things like your synopsis, the character Bible, world building, and your helix whenever you want to add that back. But right now, all the N8N automation takes is the synopsis. It's going to take the character Bible and the world Bible to generate the beat sheet and the outline. If you want to change that, just let me know if you want to add anything else, but you told me you wanted to just have the synopsis, the character Bible, which has all the characters and stuff, and then the world Bible. So here is where everything will be. If you want to make it so your outline and the character Bible, the outline and the beat sheet are saved to a specific place in the drive. Like, let's say you're working on your book after the arc, and you want the beat sheet and the outline to be in a certain place. What you want to do is you want to go to My Drive and right-click anywhere. Or you can hit this button and do the exact same thing. So let's say you're creating your new book. I'm just gonna make up something. So you go new folder and just go book after the arc. So now you see the folder book after the arc. And to make it so where all your stuff is saved in that folder instead of this general area, you want to go to the automation and you want to find the node that says create beat sheet. Click that and find, you see where it says folder name or ID? This is where the beat sheet will be saved. So again, that's going to the core phase A, clicking the Google Doc node that says create the beat sheet, and I'm just going to click this for now, book after the arc. So now your beat sheet will be saved here. And then real quick, so we don't have to do this later, go to core phase B, and you want to do the exact same thing. So find the node that creates the outline and click this. This is assuming you want it to be saved to a specific folder. If you just want it to save into the drive itself, you just click this little slash, whatever this is, click this and it'll be saved here. But if you want it to be saved in a specific place in the drive, you want to find the place you want it to be saved in here. So I'm just going to click for the sake of this tutorial right here, book after the arc. So to recap, everything you need, the three things, the synopsis, the character Bible, and the world Bible should be here, and it should be a Google document, not a Word document. So you see this icon that kind of looks like a blue piece of paper with lines? This means it's a Google Doc. Another way to know that it's a Google Doc and not a Word doc without even opening it is you hover your mouse over it and you see the black thing that says the name of the file right here. It says Google Docs in the name right below my mouse. That's also how you know it's a Google Doc. So you see this thing that says style, voice tone, blah, 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 blah. For example, this has a different icon with a W with a piece of paper, and if you highlight over it, it's a Word doc. It says Microsoft Word. So N8N will not be able to run this. So make sure all your files are in the form of a Google Doc. To make your Word files into the form of a Google Doc, click whatever you want to convert, and it's going to load it into a different window. Go to File, and click Save as a Google Doc. This is just for you don't actually need this specific file. I'm just showing you just an example of how to do it. So now if you go back to the drive, this same file is converted into a Google Doc. So now I'm going to delete that. So let's say you're working on your new book. This is how you want to set it up every time. Go to Workflows, go to the first part, which is Core Phase Part A. Remember, the project identity is setting everything up. So you double click this node, left click, and remember, here's where you edit the title. If you want to use a different email, your word count, your chapters, how many chapters min-max, the genre, your tone, your framework preferences like the act structure and all that stuff for the beat sheet. And then here is where your synopsis ID will be, your link for your synopsis, your character Bible, and your world Bible. A recap on how to get this link. So I'm going to use this file, the new ARC synopsis document, as an example, but it won't be, obviously it won't be called this, it'll be called whatever your new book is, synopsis. So let's say you use this for your book after the ARC. Remember, you go to the three dots, left click, share, and copy the link. You want to do this for every file that's related to your new book. So you want to do the same thing for your world building and the character Bible. So I'm gonna recap. So I'm gonna zoom in case you can't see it. So you want to go to the document you want to copy and link to N8N. Go to these three dots, left click, share, and copy the link. Once you have the link, and this is the synopsis you want to use, make sure you don't copy the wrong synopsis or wrong file, or it's going to generate a completely wrong beat sheet. So you got the synopsis link now. Go back up here and just replace everything in the quotes. So you see how I grabbed everything but the quotes? And you just right click paste, or you can copy it and hit Control on your keyboard and V together. Hold Control and press V. Now N8N is linked to your new synopsis. So this is a new link. And you want to do the exact same thing for your character Bible and the world document ID. So say you got a new character Bible and you got different characters for your next book, same thing. Find the character Bible, find the file you want, left click, share, copy link. Again, that's left click, share, and copy the link if this is the file you want to use. You can always see the file you're referencing because the whole thing is highlighted blue across whichever file you choose. Then just do the exact same thing. Highlight everything but the quotations. Don't get the quotations or you'll get an error. You hit Control and V or right click, paste. So now this character Bible is linked to N8N. And then you're going to do the exact same thing for the world Bible you will use. Click. That's how you know it's the world Bible, world building, whatever. Left click, share, copy the link, paste the link in there, highlight everything but the quotations. Oop. And paste it. So now N8N is linked for your new book. And you can just double check, make sure everything is the way you want it. The title, your chapters, your word count, your genre, all that stuff is the way it should be for your new book. And then you want to run the workflow. So I'm going to run the workflow real quick. And just a reminder, this node is where your beat sheet will be saved. So if you double click this node, your beat sheet after it's done will be in the book after the ARC folder. So the beat sheet, instead of just being in this general area, it's going to be specifically in this file, this folder right here. So your beat sheet will be saved here once it's been created by N8N. So I'm going to pause it and create it real quick. Okay, so the beat sheet has been generated with the Claude Sonnet. So now, once you're back in the drive, you want to find your Gmail. How you do that is you go back up to the Google Apps, click, and go to your Gmail. So once you're in the Gmail, you'll see this. It'll be beat sheet for whatever the name of your book is. I still am doing it using the ARC as a reference, so it's just going to say the ARC, but it'll change based on your name. So when you click this, you'll find how you access your beat sheet. You click and you open your beat sheet, and here's your beat sheet that it generated. So now, just to show you again, remember this is where I saved, I have it saving stuff, but this can be, you can pick any folder you want, or you can just not have it save it in a folder and just save it in the general drive area. But once I double click this, the beat sheet is going to be in there. So this is the new beat sheet. It's right here. This is what it's referencing. All this is just this file. So you have two options at this point. You can either edit it, make your changes in this file, but I know how you like to download the beat sheet or download whatever you're working on as a Word document and then run it through AI. So after you do that, you want to make sure that the beat sheet is a Google document, sorry. So say I go and get my beat sheet, which is downloaded, and then you want to make all your changes. So you want to take the beat sheet you just downloaded and go through AI and make all your changes over the course of days or whatever you do. So once you're done with your beat sheet, you want to take the file you want to use as your new beat sheet and either drag and drop it in here and see how it's a Word document. You need to convert it back to a Google Doc. So hit save as Google Doc. Now you've got the new beat sheet, which is converted from a Word document to a Google Doc. So this is the beat sheet. I assume you use this and go through AI and make all your changes. Now what you need to do is you need to remember that this is the beat sheet you want to use, and you want to go from core phase A to core phase B. This is the outline from the beat sheet. And I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. Now you want to click this node that says Get Approved Beat Sheet and paste the link to your new beat sheet in here. So let's say that this is the beat sheet you want to use. You want to do the exact same method you did for the synopsis, the world building, the character Bible, and you want to select it and you want to grab the link. Again, you select it to make sure you have the right file and you copy the link and you paste the link in here. Now, this is the new beat sheet link, which is what the automation is going to use to generate the outline. And before you generate the outline, just make sure this node, you double click this node and make sure it's saved to where you want it. So remember at the beginning we set it up so it's booked after the arc, but it can be in any folder you want, or it can just be in the My Drive. If you want it saved in the My Drive instead of a folder, just click this. But if you want it saved in a specific place in the Novel Crafter Google Drive, just click the folder you want. So I'm just going to click this for reference, and then I'm going to generate the outline, and then we'll be done. Alright, so now the outline is completed, and you're going to do the same thing as last time. It's going to be here. If you don't see it, just click inbox again. Here's the email. Here's the similar looking email. Click to review the outline. And then remember, this is just referencing the outline that's saved where you saved it. So in this case, it's saved in this folder, Book After the Arc. Here's the outline right here. And you just want to do your exact same process that you do. File, download it, It's downloaded. Go to your AI, whatever your development editing, line editing, something like that, whatever you do to make the outline how you want it. Once the outline is done, you find your outline, which is right here. You want to drag it here, or you hit new and upload it. You can do either method works. So I'm going to click. It's uploading. You can see in the bottom right. Here's the outline you've been working on. You see it's a Word document. Double click and convert it to a Google document the exact same way. File, save as Google Docs, and it's saved. Now that is just assuming it's not a Google document. If it has this icon and when you hover over it, it says Google Docs, you're fine. But for me, when I upload a Word document, I have to convert it to a Google document. So there you go. So there's the outline you have, and there's the beat sheet. So this is what the N8N currently does. There is another phase for drafting, but I didn't know if you wanted to have it draft each chapter for you. But I can set it up to do that. But in this case, it just creates your outline and your beat sheet. That's all it does. So I'm sorry this video is so long, but you just follow this video each time you make a new book and want to generate the outline and the beat sheet. That's all you need to do. And if you want later this year, I can make it so if you want to just use the N8N automation to create like each chapter and all that stuff, I can just make some changes and have it do that as well. Thank you. Hopefully I hope Grandma's doing okay, and I'll see you guys in a year.